So you want to get that new car you've been dreaming about for years, but aren't too sure how you'll pay for it? Well, if you come across a genie's lamp or win it big in the lottery, you'll have no problem buying a new car. And in case that doesn't work out for you, you should probably take some time to learn more about loans versus leases. There are 3 ways for you to purchase a new car. If you happen to be swimming in lots of cash, you can buy it straight up. Or, if you're like the rest of us, you'll need to acquire a loan or take out a lease. Now, we all know a little something about loans, but what exactly is a lease? Essentially, leasing is the same as renting. If you can rent an apartment, a tuxedo, or a DVD, you can certainly rent a car. Only when you rent a car, it's called a lease. And just like that tux you rent, eventually you have to give it back. One of the biggest differences between a loan and a lease is that you'll have to give your car back to the dealer when your lease is over. Depending on how attached you've become to your car, that could be a very sad and difficult day, or one to celebrate because guess what? You're getting a new car. Aside from having ownership or equity in your new car, one of the most obvious differences is the lower monthly payments you make if you choose to lease. So if a lease means lower payments, it has to be better, right? Not so fast, Turbo. See, when you buy a car, you pay for the whole thing. When you lease, you only pay for part of the value of the car. When you return your car at the end of the lease, it'll be a used car. Basically, you're paying the difference between the new car price and what the car will be worth when you return it. So over the course of your lease, you're paying what's called depreciation. Now with a new car loan, you're buying the whole enchilada. If you buy the whole car, you'll pay more than if you only buy part of the car. That's why lease payments are less. So you're still asking which is better, a loan or a lease? The answer is, well, it depends. When you're making a loan or lease decision, you should look not only at financial comparisons, but also at your own personal priorities and what's most important to you. Let me give you an example. Here's Don. He's a serial leaser. Don likes driving a new set of wheels every 2 to 3 years. He's always tan, loves caviar, and is all about luxury. Heck, he even sometimes wears an ascot. Simply put, Don is a happening guy.
Oh, Don, I love your car.
Don also likes low monthly payments that a lease offers, so he can get more car for his money. After 2 or 3 years, Don likes to turn in his car for a new one. You can see why Don's still single. Because he's always driving a new car, the technology, style, and the safety features he gets are always cutting edge. Plus, Don trades in the car while it's still under warranty, so he can forget about major repair costs, leaving him with more money for nights on the town and trips to Cabo. Finally, since Don is only financing the depreciated value of the car, he's paying taxes on that amount only. That won't make Uncle Sam happy, but it might be the difference between getting a BMW and a Hyundai. Now take Lauren. She is as sensible as Don is cool. Lauren has the perfect family. 2.1 kids, a hubby, and that lovable but not so smart dog. For Lauren, continually spending her money on car payments just doesn't make sense. She wants money for other stuff, like shoes, groceries, and putting something aside for the college fund. With a loan, she'll have higher monthly payments, but those payments will eventually end, and over the long haul, Lauren will save more money. And why is that? Because when the loan is paid off, she'll have the car, but no car payments. That's money in the bank. That's a shopping spree. That's a college education. Plus, her car has resale value. That means you can sell the car for more cash, or play it against your next car. Whereas when Don's lease is up, he'll have to start paying on a new lease, or start taking the bus. Finally, when you own, you set the rules. If you own a house, you can do anything you want to it. Same thing holds true for Lauren and her car, the one that she owns. If little Mikey takes a magic marker to the back seat, no big deal. If the dog makes a mistake, well, you get the picture. But if Don's nephew, little Trent, does the same thing, the leasing company is going to charge him. They have a contract clause that talks about wear and tear.
Trent Edward, you're going to military school.
The leasing company also charges a hefty fee if the customer drives a car they lease too many miles, usually more than 12 or 15,000 miles a year. If you have a loan, you don't have to worry about that. You can put 250,000 miles on your car, no questions asked, and no extra fees. So the bottom line on loan versus lease is this. Take a look at your lifestyle and finances and see which works best for you. If you're like Dawn and you like getting more car for less money, go for the lease. If you're like Lauren and you want to spend your money on stuff other than car payments, then go with a loan. To find out more information on loans or leases, or for help finding the car of your dreams, go to newcars.com and check out the loan versus lease page and other car buying tips in our How to Buy a New Car section.